Hello everyone, I am Kadi Alnibi. Today, I will introduce to you the highly anticipated movie, The Wolf of Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street is a 2013 American biographical black comedy film co-produced and directed by Martin Scorsese and written by Terrence Winter, based on Jordan Belfort's 2007 memoir of the same name. It recounts Belfort's career as a stockbroker in New York City and how his firm, Stratton Oakmont, engaged in rampant corruption and fraud on Wall Street, leading to his downfall. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Belfort, Jonah Hill as his business partner and friend, Donny Ossoff, Margot Robbie as his second wife, Naomi LaPaglia, Matthew McConaughey as his mentor and former boss Mark Hanna, and Kyle Chandler as FBI agent Patrick Denham. It is DiCaprio's fifth collaboration with Scorsese. In 1987, 22-year-old Jordan Belfort lands a job as a Wall Street stockbroker for L.F. Rothschild, employed under Mark Hanna. He is quickly enticed by the drug-fueled stockbroker culture and Hanna's belief that a broker's only goal is to make money for himself. Jordan loses his job following Black Monday, the largest one-day stock market drop in history after the 1929 stock market crash, and takes a job at Investors Center, a boiler room brokerage firm on Long Island that specializes in penny stocks. He makes a small fortune thanks to his aggressive pitching style and high commissions. Jordan befriends his neighbor Donny Ossoff, and the two start their own boiler room-styled brokerage company. They recruit Jordan's childhood friends Robbie Feinberg, Alden Kupferberg, Nikki Koskoff, Chester Ming, and Toby Welch, as well as local drug pusher Brad Bonnick, all of whom Jordan trains in the art of the hard sell, and set up the company in an abandoned auto repair shop. Jordan's tactics and salesmanship largely contribute to the success of his pump and dump scheme, in which misleading, positive statements inflate a stock's price so it can be sold at an artificially high price. When the scheme's perpetrators sell their overvalued securities, the price plummets, and those who were conned into buying at the inflated price are left with stock that is suddenly worth much less than they paid for it. To cloak this, Jordan gives the firm the respectable-sounding name of Stratton Oakmont in 1989. Soon after, the company becomes immensely successful, moving out of the auto repair shop into a bigger office. An expose in Forbes, which dubs Jordan the Wolf of Wall Street, a sort of twisted Robin Hood who takes from the rich and gives to himself and his merry band of brokers, causes hundreds of ambitious young financiers to flock to the company, thus causing them to move into even bigger offices. As all this is happening, Jordan becomes immensely successful and slides into a decadent lifestyle of prostitutes and drugs. He has an affair with buxom blonde lingerie designer Naomi LaPaglia, and when his wife Teresa finds out about this, Jordan divorces her and marries Naomi in 1991. Meanwhile, the SEC and the FBI begin investigating Stratton Oakmont. In 1993, Jordan illegally makes $22 million in 3 hours after securing the IPO of Donny's childhood friend and women's shoes designer Steve Madden, bringing him and his firm further FBI attention. To hide his money, Jordan opens a Swiss bank account with corrupt banker Jean-Jacques Sorel in the name of Naomi's Aunt Emma, who lives in London and thus remains outside the immediate reach of American authorities. He uses Brad's Swiss-Slovenian wife Chantal and her family, who have European passports, to smuggle the cash into Switzerland. Donny and Brad soon get into a heated argument in public during a money exchange, resulting in Brad's arrest as Donny escapes. Jordan learns from his private investigator Bo Dietl that the FBI is wiretapping his phones. Fearing for his son, Jordan's father Max advises him to leave Stratton Oakmont and lie low while Jordan's lawyer negotiates a deal to keep him out of prison. In the midst of his farewell speech, Jordan cannot bear to quit and talks himself into staying, to the immense support of his friends and employees. In 1996, Jordan, Donny, and their wives are on a yacht trip to Italy, when they learn that Emma has died of a heart attack. Jordan proceeds to Switzerland to forge her name and save the account before going to London for the funeral. To bypass the border patrols, he orders his yacht captain Ted to sail to Monaco, but their ship capsizes in a storm. After their rescue, the plane sent to take them to Geneva is destroyed when a seagull flies into the engine. Jordan takes this as a sign from God to address his worsening drug addiction and attempts to sober up. In 1998, Sorrell and Koskoff are arrested for an unrelated crime, the former informing the FBI about Jordan as a plea bargain. Since the evidence against him is overwhelming, Jordan agrees to gather evidence from the rest of his colleagues in exchange for leniency. After having sex for the last time, Naomi tells Jordan that she is divorcing him and wants full custody of their daughter and infant son. In a cocaine-fueled rage, Jordan punches Naomi and tries to drive away with his daughter, but crashes his car in the driveway. Later, Jordan wears a wire to work and slips a note to Donnie, warning his old partner. However, Donnie betrays Jordan by giving his note to the FBI, who arrest Jordan, before they raid and shut down Stratton Oakmont. Despite breaching his deal, Jordan receives a reduced sentence of 36 months in a minimum security prison for his testimony and is released in 2000 after serving 22 months. After his release, Jordan makes a living hosting seminars on sales techniques. The film set a Guinness World Record for the most instances of swearing in a motion picture. IT uses the word fuck 506 times, cunt 3 times, twat twice, fuckface once, and prick 4 times, averaging 2.81 profanities per minute. The previous record holders were Scorsese's previous gangster films Goodfellas, 1990, and Casino, 1995, which had respectively had 300 and 422 uses of the word. The 1993 film Menace to Society, which had 305 uses, the 1997 British film Nil by Mouth, which had 428, and the 1999 film Summer of Sam at 435. The record has since been broken by SwearNet. The movie, which uses the word 935 times, but it still holds the record for a major theatrical release. The film's distributor in the United Arab Emirates cut 45 minutes of scenes of swearing, religious profanity, drug use, sex and nudity, and muted dialogue containing expletives. The National reported that filmgoers in the UAE believed the film should not have been shown rather than being edited so heavily. The film is banned in Kenya, Malaysia, Nepal, and Zimbabwe because of its scenes depicting sex and drugs and excessive profanity, and additional scenes have been cut in the versions playing in India. In Singapore, after cuts were made to a gay orgy scene as well as some religiously profane or denigrating language, the film was past R21. The Wolf of Wall Street grossed $116.9 million in the United States and Canada and $289 million internationally, for a worldwide total of $406.9 million. It is Scorsese's highest-grossing film.